Hello and welcome back to Allure Games. It's Techtonica time, and I'm back here on Freight where I've put up some concrete walls here. Now that I moved those ingots, we don't need that here. I think that just looks nicer. And I went ahead and dressed up the side of the buildings. Well, the building. And so the store is now Techtonica Mart. I took the Mart down here and I put the word up here. I also put another end on the building and decorated it up. It doesn't mean I can't extend the building. It just wanted to see what it would look like. But we are out here making those Mach 2 materials in our production plant. And we created drills, and we're looking at threshers this time. And the ingredients for threshers are relay circuits and electric motors. And I just want to get right to making some production. And this is the 3 ingredients. And it wants the old thresher. So we're going to back off 3 and set this to the old thresher, which is also a 3 ingredient. And that's going to cause it to need the other side. So I want to back it off 4. That way we can use this side and this side. And it wants iron gears, copper frames, and mechanical components. And with those 3 and those 2, that's 5. And we've got 1, 2, 3. So we want a couple more. Let's see. Let's copy, delete. And that would be 3, 4, 5. That would be 5 ingredients there. So I'm just going to scoot this over. Copy. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, if I backed off 2 more, I don't think that would hurt. I could U-turn them if I wanted to. And I want to give myself that ability. Now if I count the lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can send 5 all the way out. And all these ingredients seem to be pretty far out there. So we're just going to 3, 4, 5. We're going to grab them and just start heading out that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from that point forward, some of them keep going, some of them stop. So let's put in some lights. We see that we're not using this aisle. So I'm going to put a light here and here. And here we're going to be using all of these aisles. And over here we've got an open aisle. And are there any open aisles over here? I don't see any, not till I get all the way over here. And I'm thinking right there. And we want to skip to and place. Something like that. Actually, it would be right there, wouldn't it? Yeah. And just since this is open, skip to and place. Skip to and place. Skip to and place. Just taking advantage of these open spots. I don't want to get too far over. We're going to be using this area. So we go to toolbar 1 where we keep our conveyor belts. And take a look. We'll just start here, and iron gears looks like it's ready to come down. We want to make sure we are collecting. So we turn that around and we head out here. Now iron gears is on the very last one. So I'm just going to delete that one. Come over and send it in. This will help make the old one. Now I'll probably wind up tearing down this assembler and putting a crate in for now. But I want to get it ready for future me. And copper frames is next. That's reinforced copper. Those are electrical frames. There's iron, which means the copper frames are right up there. So we want to delete that and bring it up to grab those copper frames. The last ingredient is mechanical components. And we backed it off so we could U-turn. Just something I like to do. It's personal preference. And mechanical components are the very last item we added. And that will take care of all the ingredients needed. And I'm just going to go ahead and tear that down right there. And I'm going to turn him and place him. And then I'm just going to, all these boxes out here I can tear out at a later date if need be. And we were working with thrashers, and we have these green thrashers over here in our pocket, and those are accumulators I got in my pocket. Alright, these guys want the green drills, and it looks like I haven't put them up yet. Speaking of, and I did tear down the blast drills and the red drills from Victor. And I'm probably going to tear down a piece of railing so I can get up here, which I haven't thought about. Yep. And I'm going to go into the basement. This is employee access only. And here we know we have put the blast drills and the red drills into place. And accumulators are being made here, and water wheels and electric lines. Let's just get all that out. And I believe that covers production. And it will go down the sushi line like that. And here's the blast drills are being collected and taken off the sushi line. The red drills will be collected over here. And look, there they are. And there it collects. And that's my sushi belt. It's also used as a separator. Whoa. So this is the point where I say the batteries have died on my controller. So I'm going to replace them right off the bat here. Now that we have the green thrashers put into place, we can just let them get shipped into the red thresher, which only needs a filter and electric. So we get on the collect mode, and I'm just going to take off out this way and head over here. And I want to look. Oh, there's an electric motor. Oh, there's filters. And with that, I can just say I want to go down, find the electric motor, make sure the opening is there, and we'll just walk it over there backwards. And we have taken up all that area. I'm going to come over here and do a U-turn. You know, that is totally unnecessary. It just takes up extra room. And I keep doing it. Alright. Now that we have all that, we should be making red thrashers. And we need to ship them into the store. Now, which side is the side we're working on, right or left? We have a right, we have no left. We are working with left. Now the left side I have elevated off of the ground in the basement to prep for future receiving. So actually, I'm just going to start over here. So this would be right. And I could do that. I guess I will. And just like that, he's hooked up. He is creating. And we're going to pull out an assembler and see what we're creating next. That is the Mach 2 thresher. Now we went down the list and we're not making planners. Water wheels, core composers, I guess would be next on the list. And it's a 3 ingredient. Just fine. We have 3 lines being took up, or 3 rows of squares, counting the one on the right. And we take a look. It wants basic parts and electronics. Well, the electronics is going to be probably the more difficult one of what to get. But we're just going to make them here on the site. And I'm just deleting these blocks. I didn't have to put them there, but I wanted them there for aesthetics. And now we're going to start collecting. I think I will start with the front. And we're just going to go out there and get some iron frames. And they're in the back row. Oh, no, they're not. They're right here. Okay. We also needed these guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Make a splitter right there. And take it all the way down. Turn it into a belt. And send it down here for collection. But we're going to put an electrical. You know what? I want to put it right there. We're going to need to make an electrical. So we need room here for electrical parts. And for the electrical parts, we're going to want 2 ingredients. Copper wire and that's another row, and iron. So I can wrap the copper wire and iron into one row. Or that would still be a 4th row that I didn't account for. Or would it? That's right. Alright, we're going to wrap those up into the last row. So we just come in here, bring it up and over and back down. And you're going to make, so what we're going to do is we're going after the copper wire first. And it's right there. So we get that there. And then we're going to run the iron right on top of that. Here. Just turn that right there into a splitter. And ride right on top and down. That makes electronics taken care of, and core composers taken care of. We went to the right last time, or elevated. And, you know, I think I'm going to, yeah, we're just going to go here. Well, maybe we should just do it in order. Let's do it in order. And I'm going to send the core composer through there. I think the core composer is too big to put on display. So we're going to not display that one, probably use it on inserter display. We're not making planners. And we are already making those. It looks like we're on to the monorail department. We needed to replace all these. Yep. And there's 3 of them. So we'll just copy, paste, paste. And get all these ready for the Techtonica Mart. You just press Y to change the recipe. And there we go. Alright. I'm going to go to the green for out. And then we're just going to look and see. This one wants 2 ingredients. So we just give him 2. He wants 2. Give him 2. And he wants 3. So we are going to have a couple of rows right here where we can put lights in. And that will be nice. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and pull out the light stick. And I'm going to see what it looks like if I get to go all the way up. So the light stick would wind up there. And there. Let's get 2 and 1. It would go right there where the wall is, not putting it there. And there. I don't think that looks too bad. I'm just putting these lights in to light up the world. Alright. Now, iron frames. Alright, let's just drag the conveyor belt with us as we go. We do want to collect. And Kindle Vine extract is just right there next door. So I'm going to start with that. And I know the iron frame is farther out. NAE's next. So let's just get going that way. There he is. So we just delete and rise to the occasion and send in the iron frames. And that should make him happy. And the next place we want to put in product would be right here. And the next place would be... Whoa, 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 whoa. Stand still, stand still. Okay, go over here. Ugh. Yeah, I messed up. I was going to go ahead and put these in early, and I'm so used to collections, I'm not getting my deliveries right. I'm just going to let this conveyor belt pull me over here and drop me off. And if I back off a little, that should be good. Now, I've got my problem. And I believe I'm going to go up to a 3rd level. myself a drop-in. And I want to stand on top of this red guy here. And we're wanting to go there. Yep, that's where I want to go. And then once I get here, I'll just have to step stone my way in. And now we have our... We have our deliveries made. Alright. Just like that. Alright, plant matter frames and iron gears. So we're going to head out here to plant matter frames. And they are right there on the front row. And while he's on plant matter frames, we're going to go ahead and get to those iron gears. And the iron gears are way back in the back. There they are. Looks like we made it. Alright, we gotta switch that to a splitter. Make sure it's going down, because we are delivering. And bring it forward. And now we are making the poles that hold the trucks. And with that, we need the 3 ingredients. We're going to start with plant matter frames. Do a little UE. They are right there. And then we're going to grab copper wire and kindle vine extract. Okay. So it looks like we're needing copper wire. Alright. I can see that we already put in the last belt backwards. We'll fix that later. Grab some copper wire. Head back over here. Drop down. Run this plant matter frame back out and up. And the last one is kindle vine extract, which is a raw material. Could be up front. It's not in the first row. Oh, it's in the second row right there. I see it now. And with that, we are hooking these up. And that means the tracks should be made. I'm going to go in here and check on the displays and the limitations of the containers. I don't want the store to get overstocked. So here we can see we might need to poke some holes. Maybe I got overzealous a little, but these aren't stocked yet, so you know, we're just keeping them out of customer sight, right? You just delete. All right. See, the Mach 2 drill is limited, but the monorail, we want to go ahead and limit it to 3 as well. And the tracks, we want to limit to 3. Sounds good. I suppose this would probably be the chord composer. I'm going to limit it to 1. And if that's monorail and tracks, that means the very next one's going to be the monorail poles. It looks like 2 have delivered, and the 2 that are across have not. So there's chord composers. It says it's already backed up. And there's the poles. They have been delivering. So let's take a look down here. Those are blast drills. Looks like I may have put in all these lines backwards. And when you're doing it in mass like this, it's upsetting. So if I grab that corner, and I head over this way, I can take out all those. Which did not include those 2. And just like that, the chord composers are going to get delivered. And there are the poles. Every time I go to start, the belt is pointing the opposite way of where I want it to go. But we are taking it across and over. These are the elevated ports outside. Which I want all all this to deliver to. It's just an example of how don't do what I do. Put the belts down the right way the first time. Anyway, this line here should be core composers, which makes this one the poles, monorail pole, and this one would be monorails. Yeah, they are. And this one would be the tracks. And we can go over here and be like, I don't want these poles or tracks. Yep. And then all that came from the Victor plant. And we also made, core, the research platforms, which we have way too many of already. And I can't restrict that one enough. Yeah, we made all those at Victor. And we just go out the door, upstairs, and in here to restrict. No, did we skip one? Yep. We skipped one. Now tracks, a little bit more of those. Monorails, we'll just never make it again, probably. Yeah. The red Thrasher plugged in here. Which means the core composer got plugged in next to the red drills. I don't see a hole. But blast drills. Those blast drills. I think this one is Core Composers, and it's not getting delivered to. And that line's probably backwards again. Those lights are saying they're going in the wrong direction. So we pull out the old conveyor belt. Realize those are red threshers. You're not supposed to be grabbing those. You're supposed to be grabbing red threshers. And that means you are probably Core Composers. And you are poles. And that's where we messed up. Which means we're going to have inventory in the store all mixed up. Okay, we're just going to let that collect for a while. We're going to turn off. Okay, we told him he is poles. And he's Core Composers. I'm going to limit that to 3. Okay, both of these are collecting poles super fast, and nobody's collecting Core Composers. So now we just need to straighten up the Core Composers. That could be why. And somehow I have grown my supply of Core Composers, which I don't want to be doing. And we just go down here and we take a peek. I'll peel that back. The most Core Composers you can have is 5 in a stack. We're going to peel that one back as well. take a peek out here at the core composers. And that belt is empty. It just takes a long time to make a core composer. But nothing's backed up that shouldn't be. Alright. I think we're good to go at this moment. It has filled up with core composers. It is working on the poles. I think everything's starting to look good. Look better. We got him in the right places. He's backed up already. Alright. And we've got all the monorails put up. And all the... Look at that. 50 red threshers. Oh, are we going to... I'm just going to be replacing threshers left and right. And we're going to go down here to our little list where we have the green thresher on here. And we're going to run over here, take it off, and find that red thresher, the Mach 2 red thresher. And we're going to add it to the list. Now we can start replacing and we just put it on display right there. Big and beautiful. The core composer is too big to put on display. So we're just going to do the old inserters. And yes, I'm going to grab a stack. And I did that just to put them on display. And I'll probably wind up putting that back in the dump chest, those other three. Now I am looking for the monorail. There it is. And I have 36 of these poles. Can I put them next to each other? Oh, it's because the first one is... Let's turn it sideways and see what we get. I thought I turned it sideways. Alright, now it's sideways. I'm not even sure if I put it up now. There it goes. It says I can put it there, but it won't let me put it there. Or there. That's probably because it wants track. Anyhow, we got the monorail pole there. And we got track right here. I don't have any track in my hand. So I'm going to grab some of this track. Up here. And it just automatically switches to a pole. And we'll do another banner. This is track and pole set right here. Just like the electric wire, only this time it's monorail. And with that, there it is. Like, I don't see the actual monorail. I'm gonna grab some of those up here and put down a monorail. Let's just go right there. I wonder, can I hook it up? The display for the track goes there. Okay, let's just grab the track, hook it on. Gotta spin it the other way. Does it work? Well, we've got it there on display. It may have taken out some electricity. Speaking of that situation, we've made that much more. So I will replace those. And now I want to come over here to the assemblers and take a peek at what's next. We have covered the monorails and all the inserters that we can at the moment. A nexus and accumulator. Suppose we can make a nexus. We just are already making accumulators right here. And we're splitting them up. We're making electronics for it right here. I might just steal off of it. Yeah. So if we were to make a nexus, we just copy that. Bring it back here for now. And we're going to see what all we need. It appears it's a 3 ingredient. And what's accumulators? Now, accumulators require electronics. And if I stole the electronics from over here, it could do that. But I'm thinking about just stealing the already made. Yes, that's what I want to do. Just bring it up a little. Up, down, and over. I do have a straight path there, but I want to come out a little. Let's go across here. And it says, take it higher. Okay. And go one more up. And over. Now it's a straight path. And back down. And let's just take them to the front. You'll be our first ingredient. And that means we don't need this. We just need iron gears and lantern. Raw materials are right up front. Something has to be up front. And iron gears are all the way in the back. So we're going to make a path. And with making a path, we have done a bad. Alright. This place is so thick. I'm just going to fix this right away. Which means I got to let go of my conveyor belt. I'll go find the iron gears and I will run the line backwards. And that should do it. I see the iron gears right there. And we're going to make a splitter. And just hook it up. And bring it out. I've never made a Nexus before, so that is a new item for me. And I'm going to run down here, find out who wants the next item. Looks like it's right there, but it's so hard to stand in there. Alright, we come out, we go up. Actually, I'm going to go up one more, and I'm going to ride right on top of him. We cannot go higher than the assemblers. Because we are going to cover all this up. So that is the highest we can go. And with that, we have Nexuses going for delivery. And I'm definitely not going to put them on the sushi belt right now because I've never built them. Well, we're going to add them to the tool belt and just kind of toss one down. Looks like they're going to go right here. That's nice. We already have 11 made. Wow. Now we just sort our inventory and we find out how that is classified. Is it a production machine? No. Is it construct? Oh, it is a. It's right there. Okay. Go down to the tool belt by holding the Y button down and waiting. And we're just going to add it to the tool belt. And we're going to put it down. I don't know how big it is. We're not going to put it down here. No, no, no. Too big for display. Okay. So we just add a couple inserters. Put it in a box. And toss it in. and take it back out. Now that we have the Nexus, we're going to limit its construction to, I think that's enough. Right there. And we still have room to grow. But I want to put down a Nexus. Nexus. Oh, I guess I gotta be carrying one. I'll carry 49. Alrighty then. I think I'm gonna put it out here on the balcony. Yep. Right there. I don't know if there's a front. And it's yellow flagged. Looks like you got laser games, fast travel, I was trying to figure out how to rename it. Team assignment. We might need to build a laser game room. All right. So if I want to go to Victor, I can shoot off to Victor. Right. And I want to go to how do you tell which side's the front? I don't want to face that way. I want to face out there. It's pretty. Well, let's see. Let's just turn it twice. Put it back down. It says it only needs 10 megajoules and it's got 4,000. You shoot off the X-ray. And we come back. There we go. We're facing just the direction I wanted. Nice. And I don't know how to change the name yet. I just know how to tab, change type. Has a moose on top. Alright, well, we have a Nexus that takes you straight to Techtonica Mart. If you've watched the video thus far, do like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And Techtonica Mart is coming along. I don't think it's going to be too long before we have completed this. The goal was to make all the MK2s. And we've done that. So it might be time to move on to the next mission. Alright, have a great day. Bye-bye.